extinguisher there as well, which is going to fit in well for our kind of what we're going to be doing today. Let's go into the starboard surfaces and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. We go to outfitting. Yep, so here we are. So that's the kind of cockpit area there. That's it kind of from the side view there, and then that's it from a kind of almost top down view. Now you'll see it's also, I've got the tactical ice white paint job on it as well, which I think looks pretty cool. One of the things in Elite, you can buy paint jobs. They're kind of cosmetic things which you buy. They cost a couple of pounds, really, not very much. And I don't object to buying them at all. They don't help you in any way in the game. They don't give you anything. It just differentiates your ship a little bit. So I've got the white one on at the minute, which I think looks pretty cool actually. Now this ship is obviously a lot smaller than the Federal assault ship. It's a lot more manoeuvrable, and it's also fitted with something which is going to be of great use to us today, which is our planetary vehicle hangar. And in that we currently have a SRV, the Scarab. So we're going to go and land on a planet and do a little bit of exploration on there. Now we're actually going to do a jump first. I wonder if I've got it on my chart here. There it is, Bohr. The system of Bohr, which is quite interesting. It's got lots of little different planets on it as well. So we're going to go there, we're going to do a surface landing, and then we're going to go out in our SRV. And I haven't actually done too much of that in the game, so it's a little bit new to me, but it's one of the new things they added in Elite Horizons. So let's get to it. The Diamondback definitely handles a lot differently to the assault ship. The Federal assault ship is very much a combat vessel. It's very heavily armoured. It's very, very strong. Whereas this Diamondback is, well, I guess if you're comparing it to a car, it's more like a kind of hatchback type car, you know. Whereas the assault ship is more like a tank. Even though that's not really a car, but you get my drift. Like a big SRV, or SUV, sorry. But it's nice to have a change, and also you can hear the engine sounds are quite different as well in the Diamondback. My favourite engine sound is actually on the ASP, so I might get an ASP fairly soon, and we'll do a little video on that. Okay, we're ready to make the jump to Bohr. So let's go and explore in Bohr. Yes, I'm a poet, and I didn't know it. There are two types of Diamondback. There's the Diamondback Scout, which we're in, and the Diamondback Explorer. Now the Diamondback Explorer is a slightly larger vehicle than this one, a bit more heavily armoured, can jump a bit further, but it's a lot less manoeuvrable, and I actually wanted something which was just a bit more kind of bit more fun, really. Now then, we are going to go, let's go land on Bohr B2, I think, to begin with. We'll do a little scan of this system just in case. I've got a planetary scanner on here. It's interesting actually that they made the planetary scanner to be to make the same noise as oh, actually, you know what, these are a lot closer. We're much better off going here. Let's go to Bohr B2. Okay, oh, it's there anyway. Whoops, thought it might be behind me. Yeah, it's funny, interesting that they made the scanner sound, the Inception sound. It's a bit weird, actually. There you go. So I think this is a rocky planet. I'm not too sure. I think there were some rocky and some ice planets in this system. But one of the things we're going to do today is we're going to go and do a little bit of surface mining. Now, that's a first for Elite. It's going to be very interesting to see what that brings and what the kind of future it holds in Elite as well. As I say, I think I've said before, I've been playing this game since it first came out. I wasn't in the beta, I don't believe, but I picked up as soon as it was released, kind of properly. Now then, where are we landing? Here we are, Bora A2, so it's like this little kind of moon here that we're coming up on, so this should be fun. I think we've got to slow down a little bit. Oh no, actually, I think we're okay, It's got an interesting kind of surface on it, by the looks of it. Now we probably will want to get fairly close. Oh no, wait, that's not the planet we're after. What's this then? What planet is this? This is port A2A. Can I land on this planet? Should we just land on this one? What the hell? Why not? This one looks interesting. Okay, so you'll see my instruments will start to change a little bit as we get in closer. You see these giant ridges here. That's created probably a long time ago. This planet would have had water on it, which would have caused these, but now I would imagine that it doesn't have any water at all, as it's probably got very little atmosphere. You'll see as we get closer, they'll start to get more detail come in on the surface. I'll take it nice and slow going in. I don't want us to fly down and smash into the surface. Now we're dropping from our orbital cruise and then we engage our glide, so this is kind of where we gently glide in. I love hearing the kind of creaking sounds. Okay, so our glide is complete. So now we're actually flying down towards the surface. We're kind of into its atmosphere, as it were. Now you may not be able to quite see it, but I can tell that this planet's gravity is 0.08 Gs. So it's got very little gravity compared to Earth. So, I mean, I'd be able to do massive jumps if I was actually running around on the surface of this planet. Of course, there's no atmosphere, so without some sort of space suit, I would die pretty much instantly. But luckily, in Elite Dangerous, you don't have those sort of problems. And once we get down more towards the surface, we'll have to find a decent landing spot. And then we can take our little RV out and have a little exploration around the surface. And then what I'll probably do is take off and we'll head to where we were supposed to be going. Actually, we'll make a landing at the actual dock on the planet's surface. This is an icy planet rather than a rocky planet, so I'll actually make sure we go to a rocky planet next, just to give it a little bit of variety. I don't think I've ever landed on an icy planet. Now we're only about 200 meters, so I'm going to lower the landing gear. You'll just see the surface just coming up on us now. And let's try and just set her down here, I think. Seems to be a nice flat level plane. There we go. We've landed on a planet. There we go. Okay. SRV and see what we can do. Here we go. Select vehicles, go back. Now then, why is it not letting me deploy it? This is interesting. Can I not go out? Oh, I hadn't actually landed. There we go. We've now landed for sure. I had to go down just a touch further. Okay, now we can deploy our SRV. We were just hovering on the surface there. So here we are on our little buggy. We're out on the planet's surface now. And we'll just go and take a little look. Wow. You'll have to excuse me, I'm not particularly great at driving these things. Let's drive around, take a look at our ship. So there's a Diamondback Scout, it looks really nice actually. It's a very smart looking ship, I think. It's partly one of the reasons why I decided to get it. But also I think the interesting thing about these ships are when you actually land on the planet you get a better sense of scale. You get a better sense of scale than you do normally. Now, one of the really cool things you can do, now I could leave the ship there and that's fine, but I can actually tell the ship to go and take off so that it can't get attacked while I'm on the surface. And then at any point I can call the ship back to where I am to come and land. Now these buggies don't have an infinite amount of fuel, so you have to kind of be careful. You don't want to run out of fuel, but you can still get some good use out of them. Now if you look at the just below where my aim reticule is, you'll see that there's like a little bar which is going across. That's showing me that there's some kind of interesting point, shall we say, in that direction. As you can see, I can shoot as well with my buggy. I think there's actually a turret view, yeah, which you can do up here. Sure how I can. I think I have to use the mouse. Do I? No. That's weird. I'm sure I've used the. Oh, sorry. It's the. It's like the thruster key. And you'll notice there's these things on the side here. They actually allow your buggy to jump. I don't think I've actually been in a buggy since getting my joystick. So I've got to just work out now how exactly I get back into my ship. What button is it going to be? This one? No, that one. That definitely did something, but I don't know what. Oh, that put my lights on. That's probably quite useful. And you can see down there's the cockpit there. Got it. As I said, I don't think I've. Well, I seem to have my handbrake on. That's probably not good. No, there we go. What? Oh, that's my cargo scoop. I get it. Okay. Right. Okay. So I wonder what button is my jump. Oh, clipped a rock. Off this way and see what we can find. I don't think there's going to be a huge amount on this surface. But we'll see. It's quite cool just to be driving around on the surface of planets. I think I said before that in future instalments they're going to bring in so you can actually have you can land on any planet in the game, which just is mind-boggling really, because there are so many of them. But you know, to potentially get something along the lines of what No Man's Sky is trying to kind of bring forward, but in the kind of Elite Dangerous engine, is exceptionally exciting. Kind of heading towards this way, there seems to be something here. I think it might be this rock here. Yes, there. Now I'm just going to work out. Bronzite crocodile. There we go. So we shoot it to mine it. Let's get our cargo scoop out. Let's pick up this little doodah. So, I love the fact that you can see the dust kicking up there, or ice rather. So we've got some iron here. Let's take it nice and slow. There we go. We got that iron. And we got that one. Tell this thing pretty much shifts in reverse, I'll give it that. We've got some phosphorus here. There we go. We picked all them up, so as you can see, you can go around and sort of mine on things on planets. There seems to be something this way. Or here. I think it's this rock up here by the looks of it. I always thought that rock off to the left there looked like a bit like a house. There we go. There we go. I think that's everything there. Yeah, I think we just got the two things from that particular one. Might as well pick up our cargo scoop now. Don't want to damage it. Now what have we got here? There seems to be something ahead. But this is a lot of fun though. Just bouncing around on the surface. Though I do need to find out what my button to jump is. Let me see. Oh, that's kind of look around. Okay, that's cool. So we can have a look around the interior here. You can see the lights on the side there. I can turn them on or off. And then we have our similar pretty much interface as there is in the ship. And then you can see the arm there which holds the wheel, the front wheel anyway, as we go along. And then I don't know if this is actually like open. I don't think it is open. No, it isn't. It's kind of glass, but it does give that feeling of being quite open. There's something very special, I think, about the feeling this game gives you sometimes about just kind of exploring worlds. Let's see if we can find our jump button now. As I managed to hit every rock going. It's interesting. You can imagine having some pretty good fights, just kind of trying to drive this round while also being in the turret here. Okay, let's have a look. Where are we going? Let's get it full throttle away. As you can see, you can actually get up at some pretty fast speed. Go along here. And if you really jam it forward and then just kind of spin around, you can have quite a lot of fun. Just sliding around sideways. Wow. There we go. Really hit that one, didn't we? This is so much fun, actually. I know there's like unofficial buggy races and things like that as well, which is sounds super good fun. Look how much! Wow, wow, wow! Oh my goodness me! Oh my goodness! Maybe we'll take it a little bit slower. Try and find some more minerals to mine. My goodness, though, how much fun is that? And I mean, obviously, you do damage to your ship by doing that sort of thing. Is this one of those kind of giant ridges we're seeing here? Those giant ice ridges. It gives you an incredible sense of scale, doesn't it? Just to kind of look around. Yeah, look at the size of this. Incredible. And you think we're just flying around at speeds of light up there, and the next minute we're just bombing it around in a buggy. just over this way. But I'm a bit wary that I don't want to go off the edge of a cliff here, if this is what that is. I think all these planets are procedurally generated as well, so you don't just land on, say, Ice World and it's exactly the same as the other Ice Worlds. It will probably look pretty similar, but it won't be the same. You can see on our little map there, we're definitely going down a ridge here. I don't want to take it too fast, because I think after there, I think we'll go off the edge. This seems to be the bottom of the kind of ice ridges we saw, which probably at one point or other used to be some sort of liquid or possibly water. Could be something else though. Yeah, I don't think I want to go down there. Wow. Lost control a little bit there. Okay, take this slow. Oh, she didn't like that. Now we're going back up the ridge. Seem to be losing our grip a little bit there. I need to go up a little bit further. There we go. There we go. Steady the ship a little bit there. Back on the main surface now. So I reckon you could definitely get down to the bottom of that, but seems a little bit dangerous to do so. So, let's just see if we can find just a couple more rocks before we head off to our next destination. I think there's something off this way. Definitely something up here. Does feel a little bit like one of those kind of Mars explorers that you see. I think I see it from here. This little rock up here. our cargo scoop out. Let's try and get both of these in one pass. I think we're yep, got that one. Oh, we discovered a new material. There you go, how interesting. And then just some normal iron. Now, is there anything else on our radar? Anywhere near? Yes, by the looks of it. Something up this way. Let's go have a look at this. I love the sound, the crunching of the ice underneath the wheels. Sounds great. There's a big rock here. Okay, definitely something up ahead. I need to go a little bit that way. I spot a rock over here. I'm sure there was another piece as well somewhere. There we go. Look at that, we found another new material, cadmium. Now, as you can see, so this is what you can basically do with these things. So, this is showing me what we picked up today, what we've got, and then the synthesis here is what we can synthesize. Sorry, that's a tough word to say. We can make extra things for our ship, which is really, really cool. This will show us what we need for them, so we can repair our SRV with some nickel and some iron. We're not really got too much of an issue with that, but it basically means you can be AFM, auto field maintenance, yeah. So you can kind of refuel your ship using these things you find here to save you money and stuff. And yeah, this one can materials can be injected into the frame shift drive to provide a single-use enhanced jump exceeding normal range limits. So you get an extra 25% distance. as I say, in the new expansion coming out, they're going to be doing a lot more on this type of thing. But I think what we'll do now is we'll see if we can't call back our ship. Let's go and see if we can see our ship incoming. So it's going to come back down and land somewhere near us. Hopefully near us anyway. I didn't choose the flattest section of land, to be completely honest with you, so... I hear something. Where is it? Definitely hear something. Oh, there it is. There we go. So that's super cool, isn't it? Wow, that is awesome. Down there with the legs and landing. Wow. So many super cool things. So now we're going to go back and dock in with the ship. Head back to the head off to the rocky planet, I think. There we go. Okay, now we're going to board the ship. So it kind of stows away the buggy. Very cool. And then we get back into the cockpit. So there we are. That's our first planet that we've landed on. And next time we'll head off for a rocky planet. And I'll work out what the jump button is as well, so we can have a look at that.